try a three-pointer.
Yes.
That one's good. There we'll try a three-pointer.
Yes.
That one's good. There we'll try a three-pointer.
Yes.
That one's good. There we'll try a three-pointer.
Yes.
That one's good.
And welcome, Warrior fans, to Dr. C. Keith Connor Field here in beautiful Central South Carolina, where your Warriors today are taking on a single game today, non-conference game for the Warriors against the Limestone Saints, who come into this game with a 16-16 overall record, just right at that 500 point, 8-10 in their conference, and they split 8-8 on the road, so trying to get back into that win column. That's their main goal today as they come into Warrior country, as your Warriors try and just improve each and every day. Coming into this game with a 6-25 overall record, 4-14 in their Conference Carolinas matchup, as they lost the series 1-2 against King over the weekend. At home, they're 3-9, so also trying to improve that one. But starting today for the Warriors on the mound, it's Kyle Dixon, who comes into this game with a 6.75 ERA through 16 innings pitched. Over at first base, there's Cam Mitchum. At second base, a little new face, Blaze Haddock. And, of course, at shortstop, it's Clay Porter. And then at third, it's Chase Gribble, who made some noise over the weekend against King, especially in the first game, hitting his first home run on the season, a grand slam. So making a lot of noise in that game, sadly losing. But out in left field, we have Jarrett Whitley, who usually we'll see him in the DH spot and sometimes even at third base. But really, it's the first time we've seen him out in left field. In center field, of course, it's Gage Shaver, of course. He had a great game as Kyle Dixon punches out the first batter of the game. Now Winston Park stepping in for the Saints. He's the two-hole hitter. Their center fielder for today. As he rips the first one that he sees, then that'll go a long way. But Jarrett Whitley looking pretty comfortable out there in a position that he's not very known for playing a lot at SWU. But makes it look great over there. Makes it look easy out in left field as the Warriors now have 2 outs. As right now, number 25, Greenberg, will be stepping in. Zach Greenberg, a sophomore, out from all the way from Pennsylvania, so a little bit of a drive for him. Right now in the 1-0 count. That one's also fouled off, so we'll even the count at 1-1 here. Kyle Dixon not really pitching a lot of innings over the year. Just 16 innings thus far. Really on the lower side for this Warriors pitching rotation. But the lefty can bring it. As he gets him to swing on that one, blows it by him for strike 2. So counts at 1-2 here. Looking for the strikeout. Of course, that's really what you want to get some confidence going. And the Warriors really need it with the bats. Of course, looking back at the last game where the Warriors matched up at a neutral location at Flora Field, the Warriors lost that game 4-8 on March 13th. And then before that, on February 14th, happy Valentine's Day, the Warriors did losing that one as well, 2-6. As Cam Mitchum makes a low grab over at third base, and the Warriors will go 3 up, 3 down to start off this top of the first inning. 0-0, no hits allowed there. Great job, Warriors. Let's see what they can do with the bats when we come back from this break.
Diamond T Promotional Gear is just a family-owned business that provides screen print, embroidery, vinyl graphics, cars and banners. We've been in business now for over 32 years.
Getting back now here for bottom of the first action as your Warriors try to get a great head start to this game as they went 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first as Carter Oviatt steps on the mound for Limestone Saints, coming in with a 4.66 ERA through 9 2/3 innings. Of course, the freshman making his 7th appearance and 2nd start on the year. The freshman righty. Yes, the freshman lefty, or freshman lefty, yes. Or lefty righty from Wadsworth, Ohio. Now for the starting lineup for the Warriors, of course, listing out the positions earlier. They'll be coming on your screen now, of course, leading off center fielder Gage Shaver. Saw him in the 4 spot in Game 3 against King, but now in the 1 spot after a great weekend from him. And the DH for the day, Zach Kim, number 99, in the 3 spot, of course, the power hitter, the first baseman Cam Mitchum. Then Chase Gribble, who's the 3rd baseman of the day. Marty Grizzo in the 5th spot, who's out in right field. Jarrett Whitley, of course, topped with him a little bit, is in left field. And TJ Highsmith, who's catching Dixon today. Blaze Haddock over at 2nd base in the 8th spot. Clay Porter, who is the shortstop today, will round out the 9 hole for the Warriors. And stepping in now is Gage Shaver, right now in the 1-0 count. Looking to get some momentum today. Has a hitter's count at 2-0. Of course, saw a lot of action from him over the weekends, hitting 300 now coming into this game through 40 at-bats. Yes, he has the 3-0 count, so of course, seeing a red light from him here. Oviatt showing some velocity, but just trying to dial it in here. He's been all over the place. Shows bunt, does find the zone on that one to get it to 3-1. So base hit, ball 4 scenario here. And of course, Shaver trying to go for it, but fouls that one back to get to a full count here. Saw him in a lot of full counts over the weekend against King. But majority of those at bats, he either got walked or did get on base with base hit. Fouls that one off to stay alive here. 3-2 still. Does have 12 hits on the season in those 40 at-bats, so not as many as guys like Marty Grizzo or Cam Mitchum, who are now over the 100 at-bat mark. But definitely a guy who can do some damage here leading off. As he hits that one, and that'll be up the middle for a leadoff base hit to break open this game for the Warriors. So now with Gage Shaver on base, the DH, Zach Kim will come up. Gage Shaver does have 2 stolen bases on the year on those 2 attempts, so possibly could see it. But of course, you got to look at Greenberg's arm, so might see him try to test it. Shaver does have a decent lead. First pitch to Kim looks like a breaking ball, but can't find the zone. That'll be ball 1. Kim is hitting .250 on the year, so not too bad. As that one bounces to the plate for ball 2. Carter Oviatt still trying to find the zone here. .2-0 count. Hitters count for Kim. A little breaking ball gets away from him, and he will give him a swing on that one, so move the count to 2-1 here. Still with Shaver over at first base, does still have that decent lead. He'll deliver here. Tries to go the opposite way, but does foul it off to move to 2-2. Of course, you'd love to see Kim try to go opposite way and possibly move Shaver to third or even scoring. Because Shaver does have some speed on him, and he definitely shows that out in the outfield, tracking down fly balls. So 2-2 count coming here. Hasn't picked over yet. Of course, Kim's still trying to go opposite way. It's a very smart move, but just fouls it off. And Kim does come up with a slightly closed stance in his bat, but still trying to keep it simple. Does go for a pickoff move, try to get Shaver. And Shaver does keep extending that lead every time he looks over. And speaking of pickoff moves, the Warriors did tally up a lot of pickoff moves in Game 3 against King. 25 to be exact, as there's a swing and miss on Kim's part, but that'll be a stolen base for Gage Shaver. But they actually say that Kim interfered with that, so Shaver will have to go back to first base, or they call him out. They will be calling him out. They'll say it's batter's obstruction there. So now instead of having a guy on second base with 1 out, you know, have 2 outs and no one on base. That'll bring up the power hitter, Cam Mitchum. Of course, leading the team in RBIs with 29. And is tied with Jarrett Whitley with home runs with 5. So, of course, knowing that he can hit the ball long ways. As right now he has a 2-0 count. As Mitchum sees the breaking ball, Eyes probably getting big on that one, but just rolls over on that one to get the 2-1. Cam Mitchum getting hit 4 times, 4 or 5 times in the series against King. So not a very happy camper, and who really is after getting beamed a lot. But this guy definitely wants to hit. He doesn't like walks. He likes to swing it. As we see him get a cut on that one to move the count to 2-2, so deuces are wild here for him. The 2-2 pitch coming here. Fouls it off. Count stays where it's at. Of course, Mitchum, not really a guy who is known for going opposite field. He is better known as a pull hitter. And of course, you see the left fielder, at least from my angle, you can see him pretty back, almost to the warning track. That pitch looked good. Got a little bit of grace from the home plate umpire. So it will be a full count here. Base hit, ball 4, and you'd love to see someone get on base. It's 3-2 pitch delivered. Breaking ball, that one's fouled off. Of course, anything like a breaking ball that gets hung in the top of the zone, Cam Mitchum will swing out of his shoes to go get it, and he, most of the time, will mash it somewhere. Soviet trying to end the inning here. And Mitchum trying to extend it. That one's hit over the shortstop, just a little Sunday hop. And Mitchum will be retired over at first base for the 3rd out. So it is 3 up, 3 down, but in an odd way after the batter's obstruction, with Shaver trying to go to second. So still 0-0 here as we end the first inning here. Dixon will more than likely be coming out. But wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of pitchers coming out of the bullpen for the Warriors, as it is a weekday non-conference series. And it looks like we will have a pitching change here. So it looks like Jacob Webb might be coming out to pitch here for the Warriors, getting some numbers on him really quickly. Will be Jacob Webb comes in for his 7th appearance here, none of those being starts, and does have an 8.1 ERA through 6 2/3 innings. A guy that does have double-digit strikeouts, and teams come in hitting 300 against him just in those 6 2/3 innings. So hoping for the Warriors that this guy can come in and do some damage here on the mound. But we'll be right back for second inning action after this break.
Located in downtown Central, Rails 133 has something for everyone. With menus and specials designed by our chef, Trent Kane, our selections can only be best described as upscale Southern comfort foods. Chef Kane uses only the freshest, locally sourced ingredients that have made Rails a destination spot. We offer theme nights, chef specials, daily specials, and our famous meat and 3 on Sundays. Come visit Rails, dine in our lighted patios, or in our railroad-inspired dining areas. Rails 133, where memories are made every day.
Game back now here, 0-0 after the first inning. Top of the second here, number 7, Davis Turner, the senior from North Carolina, Mooresville to be exact, leading off here for the Saints. right now has the 0-1 count, and that one's just a little bit outside. Of course, Jacob Webb, the new pitcher in for the Warriors, has Turner in the 1-1 count. This is looking like Highsmith still behind the plate catching. Has a great breaking ball. Gets him popped up, but might be a little too far out of territory. Having to get a little bit of a check on our athletic director as Julia Reiniga is walking by, almost got hit by a projectile. Did not have a glove on, so might have to warn her about that next time. But 1-2 is the count here. As a breaking ball almost got him to swing. He looked like he wanted to, but it will be a 2-2 count. Webb with the delivery. Rolls it over. There's Haddock. Haddock to Mitchum for the first out. But Blaze Haddock gets his first touch of the game. Sion Barnett, the junior from Honea Path, South Carolina, will be stepping in here. And first pitch that he sees, it's popped up to Gage Shaver. A very quick at bat. Now there's 2 down, 2 up. Now Gavin Troyer, number 15, stepping in the box, the lefty. And first pitch he sees, Gage Shaver on the run. Actually, Jarrett Whitley will get the catch. So Jarrett Whitley getting a few touches out as he makes one of his debuts out in left field. And the Warriors go their second straight inning as a 3-up, 3 down. There's some great defense and great pitching so far from the Warriors. As now they just need the bats to translate and get some runs on the board, get some hits so far. Just having the one in the first inning coming from the leadoff hit from Shaver. It's looking to keep that going and get a win today, get back in the win column for him. But we'll be right back after this break. And now a new pitcher in for the Limestone Saints. Takara Oviet's day will be done just after 1 inning, having just the 3 at-bats. Does get 1 strikeout, but does give up the 1 hit from Shaver. The new pitcher will be number 51, Joe Gaither. The 6'2" junior from Harmony, North Carolina. Getting some stats on him really quickly for the start of this inning. Joe Gaither has a 5.82 ERA. This will be his 10th start. Is 1-1. Does have 1 start on the year, going 17 innings. Has 16 strikeouts. So good many. Has given up a home run, also 7 doubles. Teams come in hitting .314 against him, as Chase Gribble will be his first batter that he sees. And the first pitch to Gribble will be ball 1. Gribble, a guy who mashed that grand slam back in Game 1 against King over the weekend, as he has a great hit that might find the gap, but sadly just curls over to the right fielder. So he'll go down for the first out, but now the right fielder, number 7, Marty Grizzo, will be stepping in. Leading the team in at bats now, this will be number 113 on the year, hitting .259 through those 112 bats. He does have 8 RBIs on the season, not a home run yet. They'll ask if he went on strike 1, or pitch 1. But they'll say he didn't, it'll be ball 1. A lot of movement on that breaking ball there to even the count at 1-1. Taylor delivers, misses low in the zone on that fastball, but no good. 2-1's the count here. Hits that one. Shortstop is there. Grizzlies trying to beat it out, but no good. Throw will be in time for the second out. So now the left fielder, Jarrett Whitley, will be stepping in. That just sounds kind of weird because we're used to him being our DH. But the guy's got a glove out there. He's been using it in this game. So he'll be stepping in. Of course, tied with Cam Mitchum with 5 home runs on the year, hitting .275 through his 70 at-bats now. So first pitch to him here. Gets him to swing. And it doesn't matter where that ball is at. Jarrett Whitley will try to mash that ball anywhere. You can see it in that aggressive swing that he gets. As he hits that one into the gap, that might be a double for him. And he'll be going for it. He'll probably be in there standing up. And so a great 2-out hit coming from Jarrett Whitley. So now the catcher, TJ Highsmith, will be stepping in here with 2 outs. Hitting .154 in just 13 at-bats. Does have 1 RBI, though, looking to get his second here by scoring Jarrett Whitley on a base hit. As he watches ball 1 come in on the first pitch. Of course, base hit here in the outfield. You'd trust Whitley to score on it. As Highsmith pops that one behind him for a foul ball. Does have very minimal at-bats there. Now just his 14th at-bat. But does try to do damage in each of those at-bats. As he puts a good swing on that one, but it'll get by him for strike 2. He's now in protect mode here. 2 strikes, 2 outs. Of course, you want to extend the inning here for the Warriors. And you love to do it for a base hit for an RBI. 1-2 pitch coming. Breaking ball, misses high in the zone for 2-2. Now with the count even, of course, you're still protecting. Trying not to chase it much, but anything close you got to swing at. Of course, that'll be a drop third strike, but they'll get him at home plate. So that will be the third out there. Just with the lone hit on Whitley's double. The score will stay where it's at, 0-0 right after 2. And it'll be Trent Northrup making his debut this season coming out in the bullpen. So looking like we might see a good number of pitchers come in for the Warriors just on this weekend game. As we'll look to get some stats on him really quick before we go to break. Just a little fun fact. Me and Trent used to be playing against each other. Used to be at rival schools in high school. So I've gotten to know him for a long time. Of course, no stats on him yet, so he'll get his first start, as I was just saying, of the year. So hopefully he can make a great debut out of that and keep the score where it's at. I mean, the Warriors have gone 3 up, 3 down through the first 2 innings, but so have the Saints. It's really been a back and forth game so far. So we'll give him some time to warm up as we go to break here, but we'll be right back with Trenton Northrup's debut for the Warriors here for the 2024 season.
Our virtues set us apart. We daily work to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolina.
And getting back now here, top of the third, still 0-0. Warriors did get a hit from Jarrett Whitley's double back in the bottom of the second, but now we go to the top of the third with Noah Love, the senior from Concord, North Carolina, making his first at bat in this game. Trenton Northrup, of course, making his first debut pitching. Does have some velocity on him, as is in the 1-1 count here to Love. Love has been a utility player for Limestone. He's playing left field today as he watches that breaking ball. And that one from Northrop did have a lot of break on it, just couldn't find the zone. Really one of those sweeping sliders that tries to get guys to chase. But a good eye from Love on that one. So it counts out 2-1. Northrop gets him on that one to even at 2-2. Northrop looking for his first strikeout here of the 2024 season. And here's that pitch. Gets him to chase again on that slider, but no good. 3-2. And of course, it is 3-2. I'd really go back to that fastball. It's been working for him, blowing it by Love. Of course, that's probably what Love's sitting on here. As that one misses inside, it does go to that fastball, but that'll be no good as he misses low and inside for ball 4. So Love is the first one on here for the Saints. As Trevor Morrell steps in here, the DH today. His first pitch to him is missing outside for ball 1. One 1-0 count. There's the runner. That one's hit down the line. Probably just let it go to first on that one. And a great pick coming from Cam Mitchum over at first base to get Morrell out at first. And a great play coming from Chase Gribble over at third. So that will be one down here. As Ben Partridge will be stepping in here. He'll be the shortstop today for the Saints. As there's one down here. Love will get to second on the base hit. First pitch to Partridge will find the zone for strike one. Second pitch to him does miss low. Of course, that one trying to get him a chase on it. 1-1 is the count here. Love still on second. So, of course, trying to score him with a base hit. But that one almost fooled Partridge. It looked pretty good. Wasn't really on the inside corner. But still try to get him to freeze on that one. Now they have him in the 1-2 hole. Northrop delivers. Breaking ball. Popped up. And that one will be foul. So count stays at 1-2 here. We'll try to get a pickoff move over there, but he'll be back in safely. Love did have a decent lead over at second base. We're just got to try to keep him honest. Third pitch to him, breaking ball. That one looked good. Could have gone both ways on that one, but it will be a 2-2 count. Love does have a stolen base on 3 attempts. That one gets him to roll over. Gribble with another out over at third base. And that one does keep Love at second base. So we'll have 2 down here, looking a little bit better for the Warriors. Wyatt Stone will be stepping in now. Did strike out in his first at bat. A lefty 0 for 1 on the day. Of course, Northrop does feel pretty comfortable with the lefties. Able to use that movement on his breaking ball much better. That first pitch does miss outside for ball 1. Of course, the lefty Haddock does stay home. Stone tries to go the opposite way, but just fouls it off pretty hard. 1-1. Hasn't been a bad inning at all for Northrop. I mean, does have the walk, but that was on a 3-2 count on one that just missed the zone. And that breaking ball, as well as just saying, loves that breaking ball on the lefties. Is able to throw it in their back pocket. That's a good one to make him swing at, but doesn't get him on that one for the 2-1 count. Tries to get him on the outside fastball, but no good. 3-1's the count, so really got to dial in here. Winston Park is on deck here. Flew out in his first pitch that he saw, as we see an inside move from Northrop. Now, of course, with that inside move, you got to go with a throw. The 3-1 still is the count to Stone. And that one missing outside for ball 4, so a second walk. So we'll have 2 on, 2 outs here. And Winston Park does step in here. Has only seen one pitch today from the Warriors. Back in the first inning, popped it up to Whitley out. We'll see a meeting here. Just trying to get Northrop calmed down a little bit. As they do have 2 outs. Has been doing pretty good in his first start, just the 2 walks. But other than that, has had some great command. Got some great defense behind him from Chase Gribble. And Cam Mitchum, who had a great pick. The meeting is adjourned. Northrop back on the mound still. Righty on righty action here. Of course, really trying to rely on that fastball here and using that sweeping slider as a chase pitch. That fastball does miss low in the zone for ball 1. Which really what you don't want to do here is load the bases with walks. What a pitch. Missing low again, just slightly better, but is 2-0 now. Hitters count for Park. Now, outfield pretty even. Not really shifted over. I mean, I haven't really seen much from him besides the one pitch that he swung at and popped up. Doesn't swing at that one. That will be strike 1. Northrop trying to battle back here. Trying to show some command with that fastball. Does get him on that one. Says he did go, and it looked like it would have been a strike either way, but evens the count here for 2-2. So number 22, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. So deuces are going crazy now. 2-2 pitch. Tries to go for that slider. But that'll beam him in the back. Just didn't break enough. So that will be bases loaded here. And that'll bring up number 25. He's Zach Greenberg. He's being the catcher tonight for Limestone. Was a 3rd out back in the first inning as he lined out over to Cam Mitchum at first base. Went opposite way with that. First pitch does fly out. But it will be a foul ball. It'll just be the long strike for Greenberg. So why don't we hear a great start for Northrop as he got Greenberg to swing. Almost got him to pop out. Second pitch, Cam Mitchum just not all the way on the line for that one. So that'll be a stand-up double looking like. And that'll score 2 runs. So Love and Stone will score. It'll be a stand-up 2 RBI double bagger for Greenberg. So it looks like it might be having a pitching change here. And there will be another pitching change, so Northrop almost getting out of the inning. The score now being 2-0 here with the runners both in scoring position at 2nd and 3rd. Look at the new pitcher coming out to replace Northrup will be number 34, Garrick Schreiber. So now looking on some stats from Schreiber. Saw him a little bit back in the King series. 4.6 ERA through 15 appearances, 15 2/3 innings pitched. And teams are hitting .384 against him, as that pitch on his warm-up going just a little bit wild. But does come in 2 outs, so definitely a possibility just to get quickly out of this inning. That starter and pitcher is a little bit wild, but does carry a lot of velocity and movement on his pitches. So we'll give him some time to warm up, and we'll be right back with more action here with 2 outs in the top of the third. So Schreiber now in for the Warriors. 2 outs here. That brings in number 7, Davis Turner, for his second at bat. 0 for 1 on the day and grounded out over to Blaze Haddock at second base. Right now has the advantage of a 1-0 count. And 2-0 now, is that one missing outside. Schreiber trying to dial it in there, the sidearm pitcher. Tries to get the pickoff move on Greenberg at second base. Got to be really careful on those throws over with the man on third. That one missing low. Great block coming from Highsmith. Turner's now in the 3-0, so of course having him on a red light. .3-0 count to him. That misses for ball 4, so 4 straight to load the bases back up. So Cyan Barnett will make his second appearance in this game. Also 0 for 1 as he flew out first pitch to Shaver out in center field. Bases loaded, 2 outs. All you need is just something popped up or grounded out. First pitch, we see a little breaking ball there. Does find the zone for strike 1. Second pitch to him. They'll call it dead. Say it clipped him on the leg, so that'll walk in a run. So now 3-0 Limestone leads. That's the second hit batter in this inning for the Warriors. And now Gavin Troyer will be stepping back in, 0 for 1. So he watches strike 1 go in. His last time out, fly out to Whitley. And left center field as that one catches the outside corner for the 0-2. So strikeout would be good for the Warriors here, as they get him as he beats the shift. So that'll score 3 on that hit, and looking like that will be a stand-up double for Troyer. So a triple RBI 2-bagger for him. Now the Warriors down 6-0, so not a very ideal inning for them. As Noah Love will come back in to hit. And only 2 hits. That's what walks can do for you. First pitch to Love. Doesn't find the zone, but the second one does to even at 1-1. Third pitch to him, breaking ball, looked good, but not good enough. That'll be ball 2. I mean, just looking ahead, Troyer in the 0-2 was so close and had a great pitch. He just sat on it and drove it opposite way. Pickoff move. They'll try to get him. He'll be back in safely. That one's flied out. It will be a foul ball here to even the count at 2-2. And that one's driven out to deep center field. Shaver on the run, off the batter's eye. So that'll be another RBI double there. Took that one deep on the 2-2 count. Trevor Morrell will be stepping back in for the second time this inning. Did ground out and was the first out in this inning. Highsmith come out and have a quick meeting with Schreiber. So now being 7-0, not really the way the Warriors wanted to go about this third inning. Before it, they had gone 3 up, 3 down in the first 2 innings. Have a little meeting at the mound now. And looking like we will have another pitching change. And it looks like Jalen Morgan will be coming in now. So Schreiber can't get the out. Does give it the 2 hits. Now Jalen Morgan will be stepping in here. See him a lot of the times coming out of the bullpen, but does have a 14.49 ERA through 11 appearances. Does have one start on the year. He is 0-2 though through 13 2/3 innings. And teams come in hitting .375 against him. So this will be the 5th pitcher coming in for the Warriors in just 2 2/3 innings. As now the lefty Jalen Morgan will try to get this third out here as the Warriors are down now 7-0. So we'll see what he can do and the Warriors defense can do when we come back from a quick break. So Jalen Morgan now the new pitcher, 3rd pitcher for the Warriors in this inning. Still just needing the one more out to get out of this inning. Have given up 7 runs though, not really ideal as they have a runner on second here. Trevor Morrell, the DH here. We'll see him for the second time. Grounded out as a wild pitch gets by him. Gets by Highsmith. Of course, we'll put that down as a wild pitch in the book. So the count is 2-0. Now runner on third. Gets a swinging foul off on that one to even to get to 2-1. As that one's popped up, could get out of the inning with a catch here. As Grizzo is under it for the catch. So that will end the inning as Limestone scratches 7 in that inning just with the walks and perfectly timed hits. Just 3 hits, though, on 7 runs. That's really what walks can do for you. As Morrell will be the first out and the third out in the inning. So now we turn it over to the Warriors offense as Blaze Haddock will lead off, then Clay Porter, then back to the top with Gage Shaver. So hopefully see a little bit more action from this lineup as we take a quick break and head to the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Located in downtown Central, Rails 133 has something for everyone. With menus and specials designed by our chef, Trent Kane, our selections can only be best described as upscale Southern comfort foods. Chef Kane uses only the freshest, locally sourced ingredients that have made Rails a destination spot. We offer theme nights, chef specials, daily specials, and our famous Meat and 3 on Sundays. Come visit Rails, dine in our lighted patios, or in our railroad-inspired dining areas. Rails 133, where memories are made every day.
So Blaze Haddock was the one leading off for the Warriors in this bottom of the third inning. Just grounded out to the second baseman on the 1-1 count. So we would go back to the top of the lineup to Gage Shaver. But we do have a new pitcher in for Limestone. Number 36, Colby Humphreys. Comes in with a 17.28 ERA, the highest ERA on this pitching staff. His 8th appearance here is 0 for 1 on the year through 8 1/3 innings. Shaver is in the 1-0 count. That one bounces by him. So he's now in the hitter's count, 2-0. So the 2-ball count here to Shaver. Now a great eye coming from Shaver. He's now in the 3-0, of course, having the red light here. Did lead off the game in his first at-bat with a single. As here's that 3-0. That one does from the strike zone. Humphrey's showing a lot of velocity on the mound. It counts now 3-1 here. And that one gets by Shaver here as well. Actually, no, this is Clay Porter. Excuse me. Just writing in the wrong stat box here. So that will be ball 4 to Clay Porter. So Porter does get on, and now Gage Shaver comes up to bat. Porter with a pretty big leadoff over at first base. As that one missing outside for ball 1 to Shaver. The 1-0 here. Humphreys to deliver. Does actually pick over to Porter at first base, but he'll be back in safely. This being the third pitcher for Limestone in this game. Of course, it's a weekday game. Of course, we'll be seeing a lot of guys throw a lot. As that one's bounced over in fair territory. So Porter will get to third. And he'll be in there standing up. So Gage Shaver now 2 for 2 on the day. As he gets one that was barely down the line. So now runners on the corner here for the DH, Zach Kim, who did strike out in his first at bat. But looking to do some damage here, hopefully with an RBI base hit. There is one out here, so of course, having to get out of that double play, so might see a Shaver stolen base here. Does get a good secondary, but no go from him as Kim watches strike 1 go by. Of course, Shaver did go for a stolen base back in his first at bat, but Kim was called for batter's obstruction. As he takes a hack on the inside fastball, but that'll get by him for strike 2. That's 0-2 here to Kim. Need to protect here. Fouls that one off. So count stays at 0-2. Kim in a big spot here. Of course, if he can go the opposite way, of course, Porter scores. Looking like Shaver possibly to get a third. As that one gets past, so Porter will go home on the pass ball, or on the wild pitch. So the Warriors do get their first run of the game.
Good job. Good catch. Good catch. Guys picking up points.
So now 7-1 is the score. Warriors trying to claw back in this game any way they can. Of course, they'll definitely take those wild pitches to steal home. So now Shaver is on second, so no double play. Now Kim's job is just to score Shaver here. As that one gets blown by him for strike 3, though, so he'll go back-to-back Ks there. That'll be 2 outs here with Cam Mitchum coming up to bat. 0-for-1 on the day, grounded out to Partridge. In his first at bat in the second inning over at shortstop.
You're thinking Michelin. Oh. The Michelin Man. Yes. I don't know what we're talking about. Yes.
2 outs here, need him in a big spot here. As that one does miss low with that fastball.
No, it's the Tumblr company.
No, that's the movie. The movie's called Ghostbusters, right?
There is a movie called Ghostbusters.
It's
Yes.
called Ghostbusters. Did you see the new one that they're coming out with?
No.
It looks like a horror movie.
I mean, I'm not surprised. Also, why do they have to feel like they have to remake everything?
That's what I'm saying.
They probably have ideas. Some things are just good. Just leave it.
That one does find the zone for strike 1.
Where is a picture of Mason?
Of course, the Warriors taking a more patient approach to the plate. Of course, definitely saw it a lot during the King series, but I've seen a lot over the season. A lot of guys popping up on the first pitch of their at bat. And not really getting that decent at bat that everyone wants them to get. So, of course, seeing a lot of pitches, really raising the pitch count on each pitcher they see here. And have done a great job so far, especially in this inning. Not really chasing as much. Shaver having a decent lead over at second. No one on him. Mitchum taking a hack at that outside fastball. But it'll get by him for strike 2, so 2-2 is the count here.
My dad texted me after my 800 on Saturday. He's like, "What was that?" I'm like, "Thanks."
That's such a dad thing to say. Well, Dad.
He's like, "I was expecting you around like 159 to 203." I'm like, "Dude,
So 2-2 here. Mitchum in a big spot. Needs the hit here. And a great eye from him.
I got to the second last.
So 3-2 is the count.
Die right now, right there.
Right there. That puddle? Me.
That, yeah, literally. I was like, where am I gonna lay down? Hearing something.
Of course, Mitchum has been walked 14 times in this year. This guy wants to hit, though. As that one will be ball 4. So great eye and a close pitch there coming from Humphreys. But now we have runners on first and second here as Chase Gribble steps into the plate. 0-for-1 on the day. Try to go for that right center gap, but just too much curl on it as it faded out to the right fielder. That first pitch to him, that might get down for a base hit, and it will. So Shaver will be in to score from second base to have the second run And a great hit coming from Chase Gribble to get the RBI.
tonight. We have to be there at 6:30. Because that's when they're supposed to be starting at like 6.
So now Marty Grizzo to step in here. Still 2 outs here. Warriors trying to go on a little rally.
I will say, I almost.
Grizzo is 0 for 1 in this game and did ground out to Partridge at shortstop.
Me too. Well, I told them that I couldn't.
Of course, the Warriors will be taking those little bloop hits, as that will be a foul ball.
I don't remember what I said now. I think it was like, ooh.
Mitchell was ready to go on that one as he saw it in the dirt.
Oh, I assumed I was going to work Saturday. Oh, that's what it was. It's like, I wasn't sure if Ryan was going to go home.
The Warriors are leading in the hit column, but are down by 5 runs here in the bottom of the third.
Just in case. Because I'm here. Where am I going to go? Yeah. And luckily, you did. Yeah.
And of course, that's been one of their big struggles so far in the year, just amount of walks that they give up. But really trying to work on each and every day. Have been much better on defense with the amount of errors they make. As that one's popped up. And right fielder is under it for the third out, so Warriors do scratch 2 in that inning. But are still down by 5 runs as we head to the top of the fourth here. Coming up now, it's Partridge, Stone, then Park, your 9-1-2 hitters. Coming up here for the visiting Saints from Limestone. But we'll be right back as Jalen Morgan still takes the mound for the Warriors, so we see what he can do and what the Warrior defense can also follow back with when we come back for fourth inning action here on Conference Carolina's Digital Network. Now Jalen Morgan still on the mound for the Warriors here. Has been Partridge. Has been shortstop for Limestone today. He'll be the 9-hole hitter. Is 0 for 1 on the day. As a ground out to Blaze Haddock over at second base back in the third inning. As he does it again here in the fourth inning. But that'll be a wild throw coming from Haddock. As the Warriors keep throwing it around.
I don't know what it's on me for. Do that. Yep.
So what? Should have been out number 1. Will now be a runner on second. Now Wyatt Stone will step in here for the third time. pickoff move almost gets away from Porter. Now Partridge on second. Really should be 2 outs, or really should be 1 out here. As Stone tries to show bunt, but pulls it back in time for ball 1.
However, I am confident I can outrun everyone around the bases.
Stone did get walked in his last at bat, as that one gets away from Highsmith. So now with no outs here, Partridge does make it to third. It's now Stone is in a 3-0 count. Jalen Morgan still trying to find the zone here. Does find it here for strike 1. So count now at 3-1. As that one will fall in for a base hit here. Now the score moves to 8-2 on the RBI single for Stone. Now Winston Park comes in for the 3rd time today. Got hit by a pitch from Northrop back in the last inning. Shows bunt here, but can't get it down. That ought to go foul for strike 1. Shows bunt again. Gets called strike. Try to get him on the back pick, but he'll back in safely at first. So Park will be in the 0-2. Of course, Warriors still looking for that first hit here, or first out. Probably get it with the first hit in the inning. He tries to get him to chase on a high and out fastball, but no good. That'll be ball 1. Morgan trying to put him out here on the inside. We'll call him safe.
No, he's safe. Was he under? Yeah.
Looks like he did get under the tag here.
It really, oh my goodness.
Like, slow to get up here. He might have just pulled something, caught a cramp on that slide. So now Park has the 2-2 count on him. Tries to get him on the low fastball, but no good. It will be a full count. Did have Park in the 0-2 previously. And that'll miss for ball 4. So now Zach Greenberg will step back in. Does have the RBI double back in the 3rd inning. Shows bunt, gets it down. Morgan to try to get him at third. Fakes it and air mails it to Mitchum over at first base.
No, it was an E1.
It was an E1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So of course, that will be an E1 there. And 2 runs will score on that one. And Warriors still with no outs here.
Is it still going in now? Yeah, it's been doing that the whole game.
So now the Warriors are trying to have a meeting out here at the mound. 2 errors have cost them as they now trail 10-2 here in the top of the 4th.
Is it the outfield one?
Yeah.
Do you need me to run out there and like just unplug it and plug it back in?
No, it's support. For the,
So now Davis Turner will be stepping in here, the first baseman in this game, as the Warriors still to have an out in the inning. That one missing, low and out.
wrong with the other one, so it keeps connecting. The camera keeps connecting and disconnecting.
I don't think I do now. The one was that I have are USB-C to HDMI
Yeah.
and USB-C to DVD.
Okay.
That one missing, low and out as well.
If there's any fix for it, or just not use it.
Do you know exactly what is wrong with the cord, or?
No idea. It's just this. It's like I just. It's
That one does find the zone, though,
the camera keeps
to get a 2-1.
not the wireless transmitter. It's working.
Try switching the cord around. Like, switching the sides if you haven't already.
What do you mean?
So, like,
So 2-1 count here. Morgan trying to get the first out here in the inning for the Warriors. As Shavers cheat a little back there, and there'll be a play at the plate.
The wireless transmitter is fine. It shows it on the screen.
But he will score. Greenberg will score from second, moving it to 11-2 now.
It will be connected.
And Turner will get the RBI single.
It's the one that, yeah, it's the one that, it's the camera in the outfield that's causing these
So just
troubles.
2 hits in this inning.
It's fine.
As Cyan Barnett steps back in. 0 for 1. And looking like we have a meeting at the mound here. No pitchers have come out the bullpen yet, but there are some warming up. Looks like a pitcher will be coming out here.
45.
Yeah, this way, is this it? No, that's too skinny. Yeah,
Possibly looking like Garrett Swink coming out the bullpen here for the Warriors.
but if not, just no fix.
The 6th pitcher for the Warriors just through. Coming in this 4th inning. So the Warriors still with no outs here. And Swain will come in and try to get the 3 outs here. As they do have a runner on first, so double play is in the opportunity. And hopefully the Warriors can get it to get some momentum here. So needing all they can get, being down 11-2, all they really need is some strikes. And some defense to come in and back it up. Will be a stolen base there for Turner. And a good attempt by Highsmith to try to get him, but just a step short. Simon Barnett steps in here, does have the 1-0 count. Tries to get him, almost throws it away, but a good grab from Heidick. So the 1-0 here to Barnett. Tries to go opposite way, but ends up found it behind him to even it to 1-1. That one missing on the outside corner. 2-1 is the count here. And that one hit, gloved, but Gribble not fast enough to get up and get the throw off. So it will go down as a base hit, but also a good grab from Gribble at third. Now we will have runners at first and second here. Gavin Troyer to step in here. Had a 3-run RBI 2-bagger. Back in the third inning. Shows bunt. Does get hit, but appeared he didn't pull it back in time. Fouls that one off. That one does fall in. So the first one where it appeared he didn't pull it back, they'll say that he did. So the count is 1-2 here. Really need this out right here. Tried to get him to chase, but no good. So 2-2 here to Troyer. Needing an out here desperately. And that'll be popped up. Shaver racing over for it. Gets the catch. They'll try to tag up from second. And a great throw from him. But Turner just too fast for it. But the Warriors do get an out here. Runners at the corners now. So Noah Love will be coming in here. Had an RBI double back in the third inning.
You don't think it works? No.
One out here. Warriors needing the double play, but more than likely to see Barnett on the run.
Yeah, let's see if we
As that breaking ball can't find the zone for ball one.
Yeah, put the other one back in. See if we can figure out where it is and see if you can somehow get it to stay in that one position.
1-0. Pickover move to try to get Barnett at first base. Have to be very careful on those pickoff moves.
Thomas will let you know when it's.
Of course, trying to keep Barnett close. That one does find the zone for strike one. So the 1-1 here with one out. Of course, you'd love to see a double play here, as there's a stolen base there. Trying to get him at second. Haddock will be there. It seemed like a high throw. It will be a stolen base for Barnett, so no more double play here. But the count is at 1-2, though. That one missing high. So 2-2 even here. Needing the strikeout or just a pop-out would be nice. Any kind of base hit that's not to third base would send Turner home, as that one missing low and out. So now a full count here. But that one does find the zone on the breaking ball, and we do see the second out. So now 2 outs here. The DH, Trevor Morrell, will step back in for a third time. 0 for 2, grounded out and flew out. Just a little reminder, Partridge, who is on deck right now, right behind Morrell, started off the inning. The first one to Morrell is strike one, so good start for Swink. Just needing anything to get out of this inning. A breaking ball does find the zone. Great job getting it 0-2.
Okay, it's back on right now.
And just one more here. Swink will get the job done. And they'll get him on it. A great job from Swink to come in and get the job done. But unfortunately for the Warriors, Limestone grabs 4 runs of that inning. 4 runs on 3 hits. And 2 errors in that inning, which had a lot to do with the 4 runs grabbed in that inning. But we'll be right back as Jarrett Whitley will lead off for the Warriors as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Getting back now here for bottom of the 4th action. Warriors down by a good margin, 11-2. Off of the 6 hits coming from the Saints, and also the 2 errors and a lot of walks for the Warriors. So you have a new pitcher coming in, a lefty, number 24, Aishan Patel. Getting some information on him. It's a lefty junior from Edison, New Jersey. Has transferred from Community College of Morris. As right now, Jared Whitley, leading off the inning here for the Warriors, is even at 1-1 here. Of course, does have a hit on the day, but he's trying to mash that ball somewhere, but is in 1-2 hole. Is 1 for 1 on the day with that double. Couldn't score from there, though, as that one getting close to buckling his knees, but misses inside. A great breaking ball coming from Patel.
Good job, Thomas. Oh, we're still in the same inning.
And that one gets him swinging a miss for the strikeout on Whitley. So that'll be out number 1. So now stepping in for the second time is the catcher, TJ Highsmith, who struck out swinging back in the second inning. It's looking to better that just a little bit. Aishan Patel coming in this game with a 7.36 ERA, his 5th appearance through 3 2/3 innings. Does have 6 strikeouts and a great hit. And that one will be a base hit for Highsmith. So welcome to the hit club. So now stepping in is Blaze Haddock. It's 0 for 1 on the day. And the only thing you can't do here is ground it into that double play. I wouldn't really call it jinxing that. I would just say, hey, don't do that. Shows bunt, a great job. Almost a great bunt. Was riding that line the entire way and just trickled out foul. But a great idea coming from Haddock. And honestly, doing it again to break up that double play. It's in the 0-1 hole. Doesn't show bunt on that one, but a good eye from him as that one misses high and in. Did ground out to Barnett in his first at bat back in the last inning. That one also missing low, but just not a good jump from Highsmith, and also a great block coming from the catcher. So the 2-1 count to Haddock. Of course, trying not to chase anything. But a great eye from there, not chasing after that one. The count's now 3-1. Of course, we've seen a high-velocity fastball coming from Patel. We've also seen that breaking ball he threw against Whitley. As that one misses low in the dirt for ball 4. So we have 2 runners on, still 1 out here as the 9-hole hitter, Clay Porter, steps in. Was walked in his first at bat back in the 3rd. So Porter trying to extend this inning and start clawing back into this lead, as Patel has to step off on that one. Of course, no one holding on Highsmith over at second base. And no one really holding him on here. Both guys really staying home for that double play depth. As the first pitch to Porter's in there for strike 1. Gets him looking on that one. We're trying to feel out Patel here. the 0-1 here. That one missing low. Evens it at 1-1. Good eye from Porter. Of course, really anything in the dirt, Highsmith's got to be on his horse. And of course, that one, of course, what I was just saying, one in the dirt should have been red. It'll just be ball 2, no movement. A chance there for having runners in scoring position at second and third with just one out, getting rid of that double play opportunity. He'll deliver, goes opposite way. That'll be a fair ball. Looking like one will score, but they'll hold up Haddock at third. So a great RBI double for Porter. So that will extend the inning. As the Warriors still do have one out here. As Gage Shaver will step in. Now we're back to the top of the lineup. Score is now 11-3, but the Warriors are tied with the Saints with 6 hits. The first one to Shaver. Shaver having a really good day so far. He's 2 for 2. As both of his counts have gone to 3 and 2. Gotten base hits on both of those. As he swings and chases that one. Pitch to him, hit down the line. A runner will score. So looking on the bright side there. So give Shaver the RBI. And Zach Kim will step back in, the DH. 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. As Porter now on third. Trying to get him in. As that first one missing for ball 1. And that one dribbled up the middle, comes across, is Partridge, and retires Kim at first base. So that one will end the inning. Warriors scoring 2 in that inning. Score is now 11-4. As Warriors do scratch 2 hits there, and a walk, do score runs. So looking on the bright side here, as it is looking like Swink will return to the mound, so hopefully he can keep his campaign going in this game. As we go to the top of the 5th inning here in this 9-inning ball game. We'll be right back on Conference Carolina's Digital Network. Now back here in the top of the 5th inning, Warriors still trailing by a good bit. Stepping in now is the shortstop. That'll be Partridge, who is in the 1-1 count here. Watches that one come in for the second strike. So the 1-2 count here. Swing is still out there. Swing trying to get in a chase on the 1-2 count, but missing, low and out. Evens him at 2-2. Highsmith set up low and out. And tries to hit the spot just a little too much. So now a full count here. And the full count, that one's popped up. Porter looks like he's under it, and is. And so that'll be the first out in the inning. So now Wyatt Stone, the leadoff hitter here, will come out for his 4th at bat through 5 innings. Is 1 for 2 with a walk. That hit being a single back in the 4th. Gets him a swing and miss, blows it by him for strike 1. Great pitch from Swink. That one getting on the inside corner. Looked good from here. Now in the 0-2 hole is Stone. Would love another pinch out here for Swink. And a very close pitch on that outside corner, but it'll be ball 1. Would have been a great sequence of pitches on that at bat. And still is. Just have to come back and get him for the strikeout here. Looked really good indeed on that one as well. And Highsmith ready to start throwing it around on that one, but it will be 2-2 on the count. That one missing outside. So now we see a full count here. That's back-to-back full counts here for Swink. Of course, really trying to minimize the amount of walks he gives up. And that one is fouled off. That one looking like it possibly could have been ball 4, just very low in the zone. Very fortunate that Stone got a swing on that one. Highsmith set up on the inside. Breaking ball missing on the outside corner, though. Can't hit his spot. That would be ball 4. Now we do have a runner on. Winston Park will be stepping in here. Walked his last at bat and hit by a pitch in his plate appearance before that one. So is 0 for 1 on the day, but has had 3 appearances, just those 2 walks. Swink tries a little pickover move on Stone, but unsuccessful. Of course, Haddock and Porter in double play depth. That one fouled off from Park. So that one will be strike 1. Another pickover move, but he's back in safely. Another pickover move, but he's back in safely once again. And a stolen base attempt gets spoiled by the foul ball. And now Park goes into the 0-2 hole. But would have been a very great jump from Stone. Now has to retreat back to first on the foul ball. Of course, after the 4 pickoff attempts that we just saw there. And quick pitches on that one. That one's popped up. Mitchum racing over towards it, is under it for the second out. So now the Warriors having 2 outs here. Just needing 1 more. As the catcher Greenberg will be stepping in now. And a great spot here to get out the inning pretty quickly. Breaking ball first pitch goes for a back pick. Back in easily. Almost a close play. Some good reaction coming from Wyatt Stone over at first base. That pitch out being ball 1. Does deliver. That one is fouled off to even at 1-1. Just quickly looking at some Conference Carolinas baseball standings. Of course, leading the way is Young Harris, who's 12-3 in conference play, 25-6 on the overall record on the year. Is having an amazing first season here in Conference Carolinas play. Mount Olive just behind them, half a game. They're 21-8 on the year, and that one's hitting the gap. Gage Shaver trying to race over to it. And so it'll be possibly a play at second. He'll slide in safely for the double. No runs scored on that one, though. So Davis Turner to step in, the 4-hole hitter. Does have a hit on the day. It's 1 for 2 with the walk back in the 3rd. Did score after getting walked. And that double did turn into an RBI for him in his last at bat. The Warriors do have 2 outs here still. It's the first pitch missing high. But your Warriors are sitting 4-14 in conference play, 6-25 on the year, as they're just above Chowan in the conference standings. As that one from Swink does find the zone for strike 1, even the count at 1-1. That one also a great pitch. That little breaking ball that Swink's got. Of course, the Warriors holding on for dear life, as they are just above Chowan. As Chowan is 2-13, your Warriors are 4-14. So dropping this game, or actually no, because this is a non-conference game. But if they do drop their next conference game, they will drop below Chowan. As both teams are struggling this year, and Warriors did have a chance to take over King in that series, but did end up losing 1-2 in that series. As that one will be ball 4 to Turner. So now bases loaded here. as we do see some activity in the Warrior bullpen. And a walk or a hit here might do it for Swink, as that one's hit up the middle pretty much right on cue. 2 runs will score. And could have been a play at second. But Haddock just wasn't at second base on that one, so 2 runs will score. That's Stone and Greenberg. On the RBI double coming from Barnett. And so another mound visit here more than likely will end his day. And we will see a new pitcher coming for the Warriors, their 7th pitcher in this game. It looks like Adrian Abad coming out of the bullpen here. So your new pitcher for the Warriors, as they do have 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. So we'll give them some time to warm up as we'll head to break here as your Warriors are trailing 13-4 in the top of the 5th inning on Conference Carolina's digital network. Now Adrian Abad getting in for the Warriors here. 2 outs here. Top of the 5th inning. 2 runs have scored in this inning, making it 13-4. Gavin Troyer to step in here. Is 1 for 3. That one being a double and a 3 RBI hit. As he cleared the bases, that one a little Sunday hop to Blaze Haddock over at second. For the 3rd out, they get through the inning. Just 2 runs allowed. No errors in that inning. But Warriors having a lot of work to do as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning, and leading off for the Warriors in that one will be Cam Mitchum, then Chase Gribble and Marty Grizzo. So 3, 4, 5 hitters ready to come up here for the Warriors and start something and possibly have a comeback in this inning, as there is a new pitcher for Limestone. Looking like that is number 19, Ben Catchembaum. Catchembone has a 14.54 ERA, is 1-0 on the year through his six appearances. Has gone 8 2/3, giving up 15 runs, 14 of those being earned. Has 11 walks, 9 hits, or 9 strikeouts. And teams are hitting .333 against him. So we'll see what he can do as your Warriors are coming to hit now. So now top of the 5th here, Cam Mitchum in the leadoff here. Right now in the 2-1 count. Looking to get something started as he swings and a miss at that one. So 2-2 is the count. Oh, high and in fastball. We do get to a full count to Mitchum. And he mashes that one, and Gil get down for a base hit. So a great job from Cam Mitchum getting his first hit in this game. Was walked in his last at bat. But now Chase Gribble will step in. Does have a single on the day, 1 for 2 with an RBI. We're going to see if he can do some more damage at the plate in this game. As we know, he can hit the long ball. But right now, all the Warriors need is just those base hits. Fouls that one off. Put a good swing on it. We're missing low and out for ball 1, so count it 1-1 here to Gribble. That one low. Trying to get a good frame on it there, but no good.
I just don't know, like, how do you... I would like a chance to win a $20 gift card. Sounds great.
See, I saw that. I was like, I'm in.
I was like, why is Grace flying this out?
And that one's popped up to center field. Looking like that will be the first out, and it will be. So Mitchum retreats back to first base. And now Marty Grizzo, the right fielder, will be stepping in. Right now 0 for 2. That's grounded out and popped out. Popped up his last at bat to the right fielder. Anything in that right center gap would be great for the Warriors here. Would definitely move over Mitchum.
Honestly, Ava, I just wanted to read the questions. Honestly, yeah.
The university provides me the resources I need to feel safe, secure in my campus community. No.
I grew up in the third world
0-1
country.
count.
I'm like, yeah.
That one missing outside. Trying to go with the fastball.
Honestly, though, if I was
There's a little too much cut on it.
anyone in campus security would make it there.
I don't see any ice cream bars.
Maybe.
It looks like Bojangles. I can't tell. I just see yellow and it's Bojangles. Wow.
It's not.
I mean, I tried it.
Another great frame, but no good. Be ball 2, 2-1.
Just fill it out. You were a student.
in your life.
You were still learning. You're learning something new every day.
2-1 here. That one's popped up. And they'll be under it for the second out. And Mitchum will stay
Number 4 is on this?
over at first base here. So now 2 outs for the Warriors. On back-to-back pop-ups right there. Now Jared Whitley will step up. 1 for 2. Struck out in his last at-bat. But hit a rocket in the gap for a double in his first at-bat. Would love to see him replicate something like that. A double would more than likely score Mitchum here, as that one's fouled back on the first pitch.
Oh, sorry. I had to stand.
So 0-1 is the count here. Whitley puts a hard swing on. That one's hit a long ways, but it looks like center fielder is under it. And it'll be a can of corn for him. So on 3 straight flyouts for the Warriors on the lone hit from Mitchum. All they'll have to show for that inning is just 1 hit from him. No runs there. And they still trail 13-4 as now we head to the top of the 6th inning in this 9-inning game. Limestone really going on a run here as Adrian Abide comes back to the mound for the Warriors. Look to see if he can settle in and really start to get some outs here and gets consistent. And possibly even a 3-up, 3-down in this inning. We love to see something like that. We'd hope you stay with us on this Conference Carolinas Digital Network live stream of some Southern Wesleyan baseball. top of the 6th inning. Limestone still leading 13-4. Had a little break to enjoy a very nice ice cream sandwich brought to you by Julia Reiniga, our fantastic AD here at Southern Wesleyan, as that's a high fly ball deep to left field, and that will be gone. And Noah Love will round the bases on that one. I think he might have heard ice cream sandwich and thought, hey, if I hit a home run, I might get one. Fortunately for him, I'm almost finished with mine, so we won't be getting a bite of mine. That extends the lead to 10 now for Limestone.
I'm not filling any of it out. I'm just reading the question.
As Trevor Morrell will step back in. 0 for 3 on the day, has grounded out, popped up, and struck out. The first one to him is in there for ball 1.
What's the count? 1-0. Thank you.
That one does fall in for strike 1, though.
Now it's a strike. Now we're caught up.
And just going back to that Noah Love home run. On the first pitch at the at-bat, that one is fouled off, out of play.
I've never had a chocolate chip Klondike bar.
And Noah Love now has 6 home runs on the year. So he's leading the Limestone roster in home runs on the year.
It's because when I was a kid, all I had was peanut butter sandwiches.
Bod really getting close on that one.
Straight peanut butter on bread.
This counts at 2-2.
And so I think I just ate it so much that my body's like, you can pass on that. That's me and like chocolate cookies.
As that's another high fly ball. That one could possibly leave the yard. Jarrett Whitley going for it. Tries to rob. That's no good. So that will be back-to-back solo shots for Limestone. And that will actually be Trevor Morrell's first home run on the season, and it's an absolute shot, being in that 2-2 count. And just extending their lead now to 11.
Can we have a run roll, please?
So Morrell will not be getting any ice cream sandwiches either, just the home run. As now that's back-to-back-to-back hits. That one in the gap, trying to reach it into a double. Probably could have got there, though. But he'll go back to first base. But it will go down as a hit in the book. It's now going back to the top of the lineup. That's Wyatt Stone. Been walked twice, does have a single. And has scored in his last 3 at-bats. As we'll have a little meeting at the mound. As we do see some action in the Warriors bullpen. And there's a pickoff move coming from Abad there.
He just goes for it.
Whitestone now in the box in the 1-1 count. Partridge is over at first base, does have a pretty decent lead. As there's another pickover move. Abad really throwing seeds over to first base.
I'm sure you were muted during that rant. I think it's Andrew's last good at
Now 1-2 count after that foul ball on Stone. Trying to strike out here, but another pickover move right before.
Okay, guys, this game's going on too long. We're not even. We're about halfway through. Let's go.
We're over halfway through, guys. What are you talking about? We're nowhere near
Yeah.
halfway through this inning.
We're not at the half yet.
Yeah, we are.
That one rolled over and fouled off.
That's the half. We're in the top of the fifth.
When
We're top of the sixth.
over the top of 6. Oh, never mind. We're good.
Count stays at 1-2 here. Abad still trying to get the punch out here.
No. Okay.
Also Partridge getting a decent lead. Could see a stolen base attempt here.
Okay, guys. Almost a third of the way through.
Just a good secondary. That one on the inside. Now we're even at 2-2. Warriors still looking for the first out here after the back-to-back home runs and then the single by Partridge.
Yeah.
I ain't wolf flying.
Another pickover move.
After that,
Still, I think it's just because like I said, like my anxiety's been through the roof the past like 2 days. So I'm just like, I just need to move.
We'll deliver here. That one on the inside. That will be ball 3. But also a passed ball.
What is that this morning?
So now a full count here.
That was a lot of ice cream.
He'll deliver. That one's hit over to Mitchum, who gets the grab. And he'll just step on it himself for the first out in the inning. But Partridge will get over to third base on that.
number 22.
Winston Park here to step in. His 5th at bat in the game, just in the 6th inning. Has not gotten a hit yet. 0 for 2 has been hit by a pitch and walked. Has flown out in both his attempts. First pitch in there for strike 1. A great pitch coming from Abad.
Huh? Have one. I'm going to. I'm curious what's in it. I might die. Share with the class when you figure it out. I think it's. My guess is spoiled lettuce.
And that one missing to even the count 1-1. Abad really just trying to stay consistent here. Throw some strikes, put in play. There are 3 hits in the inning.
Oh, I know. I don't like tofu. I would not be surprised if I did that.
He'll deliver here. Gets a good swing on it. Dribbler over to Gribble. And a high throw. That'll be an error.
E5 for home. Yep. It's just chicken ranch and lettuce.
So that'll be the 3rd error in the game.
25. Zach,
It's
So he'll reach. And he'll score.
chicken.
Make the score 16-4 here in the top of the 6th. As the catcher, Zach Greenberg, will be stepping in here. Does have 2 doubles on the day. One being for a 2 RBI double. As that one's ripped in the gap between Porter and Gribble. So now we have runners at first and second here. Still 1 out for the Warriors.
Davis' turn.
Now Davis Turner will be stepping in, the 4-hole hitter. Has been walked twice, but does have a hit as a single and an RBI. Lefty on righty action here. Abad missing outside and low on the first pitch, but a great block coming from Highsmith. As we have a ball from the bullpen. Doesn't really go down as a wild pitch in the book, but still something to keep track of. And haven't really been many wild pitches coming from the Limestone pitching staff. That'll be the second one coming from their bullpen. As that one's ripped over to Mitchum, who tries to get the double play and a great spin. Just not in time to get him at first base, so he'll reach on the fielder's choice. So there will be 2 outs here, but we have runners at the corners. Park at third, Turner at first. Now Cyan Barnett will step in. Does have 2 hits, and also been hit. Does have two RBIs on the day already. As that breaking ball just missing outside for ball 1.
I know, it's just why. Grace, this is what the type of things I would talk about. This is the type of thing I would talk about on play-by-play. So it's just me asking people.
That one missing as well, so now Barnett having the 2-0 count. And that one fouled off on not really a check swing, just an inside fastball, getting some contact with the bat. So 2-1 count to Barnett. Barnett, of course, having the 2-1 count in his favor, but pretty much he can swing away. And being up 12 runs. As that's dribbled, Porter to glove it. Makes the throw. Not in time, though, so run will score and will be a base hit for Barnett. Barnett really flying down the bases. It was a great glove and a great throw, just too fast.
Well, have you seen it? How I just spin around in that chair over and over?
So now Gavin Troyer to step in here. He is 1 for 4 on the day. Abad still on the mound. Does have some action in the Warrior bullpen still, as the first one is fouled off. Of course, Noah Love, who is on deck right now, led off the inning with the solo homer. Pitch to him, that's dribbled. And getting past Mitchum.
Right side. Oh my goodness. This is the guy that let off the inning, in case you're curious. Oh my goodness. I might cry.
And so now bases are loaded here. And Noah Love will be coming in now, led off with the home run. And looking like we will see a new pitcher coming in, the 8th one for the Warriors in this game. And we will have a new pitcher coming in for the Warriors, just trying to get a number on him.
Oh my goodness, wait. Has that dude pitched? Oh, never mind. Turned around the moment. 38. Yeah, I don't think he's ever.
And Chase McKelvey
Yeah,
will be stepping in here.
last semester.
Number 38. Try to get some numbers on him real quick. Chase McKelvey, 21.6 ERA through 2 appearances, has gone an inning and 2/3, given up 4 runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, and teams are hitting .500 against him. So all he needs to do is just get 1 out here for the Warriors. Just limit the walks, throw some strikes. But Noah Love is stepping in, does have a home run previously as he left the inning with the solo shot. So, of course, trying to be careful with what you throw to him, as your Warriors are down 17-4 here at the top of the 6th inning. Noah Love here to step in versus McKelvin. Coming with one of the higher ERAs on this Warriors pitching staff. But has had minimal innings, just going an inning and 2/3. As that one is fouled off. They do get Love, though, on the strikeout. Actually, no, a foul ball. They'll say you fouled it off. So we'll stay at 1-2. So just needing the strikeout here will be in a big spot. And here's the pitch. Down the line, but foul. Count stays at 1-2 after the foul ball. The Warriors still the 1 strike away. One-two pitch coming. That one dropping out of the zone. A great eye coming from Love. 2-2 is the count. 2-2 here. That one doesn't find the zone either, trying to get on chase again. But now we see a full count, 2 outs here, so runners will go on the first movement. So full count here, runners go. And that will be a dead ball. It'll hit him. And so runners do score. 18-4 is the score now. The third hit batter from Limestone Saints in the game to get hit. That one missing on the first pitch to Morrell, who also has a home run in the inning. A great pitch there on the outside to even it at 1-1. And that one hit up the middle, but Haddock is there. Just a little flip over the second base for the third out.
Should be number 4. Number 4.
It's a 5-run score for the Saints in the inning after 2 solo shots from Love and Morrell to start off the inning. And just a few base hits here and there. And you'll get to 18-4. As now we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Coming up for the Warriors, it's TJ Highsmith and Blaze Haddock and Clay Porter as your 7, 8, 9 hitters when we come back.
Our virtues set us apart. We daily work to build champions in body, mind, and soul. It's who we are. This is Conference Carolina.
So now a new pitcher in here for Limestone Saints, number 74, James Brown. Probably came into the game saying, "Coach, I feel good." It's a James Brown reference. As TJ Highsmith will lead off the inning. And it'll be a ground ball right to James Brown and fires it over there. So that will be the first out in the inning. Blaze had it to come up here. And it looks like Luke Staton will be coming up to bat next. Looks like he is on deck, and he is. As Blaze had it takes a hack at the first one. Gets another swing and a miss. That one that was elevated and looked like it was out of the zone. It's now Blaze in the 0-2. And they do get him on 3 pitches there for the strikeout. And so Luke Staton will be coming in. Little fun fact about him, when they were playing at Floor Field, hit his first home run there. So exciting moment for him. Let's see if he can recreate some of that magic. As he watches the first one outside, good eye from him. So the 1-0 here to Staton. As he fouls that one off to make it a 1-1. So the 1-1 count here. Breaking ball gets away from him just a little bit. So 2-1 here. Staton looking good. Swings and misses at that one, but takes a hack at it. So 2-2 here, 2 outs. Gets him to freeze and check swings on that one for the strikeout and the 3rd out. So James Brown will go 3 up, 3 down, as now we head to the top of the 7th inning. So just a few changes here to the Warriors defense and also our lineup. First, we're replacing Cam Mitchum at first base. That's Jonathan Overton. Jackson Mix comes out at second base now. Luke Staton at short. We saw him at bat just a few minutes ago. Gribble stays at third. Gage Shaver moves over to left field. Connor Truex is now in center. And then Marty Grizzo still out in right. And also TJ Highsmith is still catching up right now. As we head to the top of the 7th inning, as Partridge is leading off here. Had a single in his last at bat. 18-4 is the score. Looked like a good pitch from McKelvin. So quick 2-0 from McKelvey. Partridge just having the one hit in his last at bat on the day. Hasn't been walked, but is in a 3-0 count here, so he's, of course, got the red light. And that one looked close, but apparently not close enough, as that will be ball 4 on 4 straight. So now going back to Wyatt Stone at the top of the lineup. Still has one hit and has been walked twice. Here in for his 6th at-bat in this game. Warriors were having a steady pace, keeping up with Limestone in hits. But after last inning, Limestone just took off. Now has 14 hits in the game. And the 3 SWU errors aren't really helping much in that category. As there is a strike 1 to Stone here. That one hit with the middle. Jackson Mix there. Tosses it to Staton for the double play. A great job on the mix to Staton to Overton play. So now 2 outs here. A new hitter replacing Park. That'll be number 9, Jack Davis.
She might be in the Warrior room. That's true. I would not be surprised, yeah. She often sits up there so that she can put her laptop down and work a little bit.
Davis coming into this game hitting 167. Is now down in the 0-2 hole, though. Has struck out 4 times, but will not go down just yet as he watches ball 1 go in the dirt. As Warriors do have 2 outs here, nobody on after the great double play from the middle infield. 1-2 pitch coming. Try it again, chase again, no good. Counts 2-2. The 2-2 pitch here, needing it here. And they punch him out looking for the 3rd out. And so some great innings coming from the Warriors in this one, as they go 3 up, 3 down in that inning. after the great double play coming from Mix and Staten. Warriors being down 18-4 as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, needing something short, or nothing short but of a miracle to get back in this game. But we'll be right back to hopefully see that miracle when we come back.
Diamond T Promotional Gear is just a family-owned business that provides screen print, embroidery, vinyl graphics, cars and banners. We've been in business now for over 32 years.
Getting started here for bottom of the 7th action. Leading off here is number 25, Gage Shaver, who has just recently moved over to left field, but is still in the leadoff position. But a new pitcher does come in for the Saints. That's Hayden Reidenhauer. He's a right-handed pitcher, a junior from Kernersville, North Carolina. As there's one hit down the line, is a fair ball. It's just Shaver couldn't get down the line quick enough and gets tagged out at first. But now we do see a new face in here. It's Noah Wiggins coming in. He will be replacing Zach Kim in the DH spot. No Wiggins hitting 188 on the year. Reynolds in the 1-1 count here with one out. Gets in a freeze on the breaker. So he's sitting in the 1-2 now. And the 1-2 pitch here. Misses it low. So now in the 2-2. As Jonathan Overton is on deck here. Has replaced Mitchum at first base and Austin in the 3-hole. As that one misses in the dirt again. So we'll see Wiggins with the full count here. The full count will go in Wiggins' favor. It will be ball 4, so he'll reach first. As now Jonathan Overton steps in. Overton hitting also 188 on the year. Same as Wiggins. Both with 16 at-bats. That one missing low in the dirt. Ball 1 to Overton. That one is fouled off, so that will be strike 1 to Overton in the 1-1 here. On deck instead of Chase Gribble, it'll be number 22, Colin Windorf. That one's popped up into the night sky. Our left fielder is under it, and that will be out number 2. Now Windorf will now step in. Trying to move Wiggins around here. That one rolled over. Is glove. Can he get there in time? The throw is in time for the third out. It's now heading to the 8th inning. Warriors still trailing by 14. As they'll strand Wiggins over at first there. So just 2 more innings left to play here at Dr. C. Keith Connor Field, home of Warrior Baseball. We'll be back with more Warrior Baseball right after this break.
Located in downtown Central, Rails 133 has something for everyone. With menus and specials designed by our chef, Trent Kane, our selections can only be best described as upscale Southern comfort foods. Chef Kane uses only the freshest, locally sourced ingredients that have made Rails a destination spot. We offer theme nights, chef specials, daily specials, and our famous Meat and 3 on Sundays. Come visit Rails, dine in our lighted patios, or in our railroad-inspired dining areas. Rails 133, where memories are made every day.
New pitcher coming in here for the Warriors in the top of the 8th inning. That's Eric Yelton coming in. Usually one of the starters. Does have a lot of innings on him. Does have a 10.9 ERA. And we also have a new hitter to the plate. That'll be number 3, Hunter Blair, stepping in here in the top of the 8th inning. fouls that one off to make it a 1-1 count.
Might just get up early tomorrow morning and go for a run.
Me too.
I might pass each other. You'll pass me. I'm pretty slow.
That one missing the zone. 2-1 is the count.
My plan is to get up at 6 o'clock.
I was gonna say probably between 6 and 7.
I might see it. I've got to be on the track, you know.
I'll have a Dexter. I don't run with Kalani.
No.
She's too zigzaggy right now.
Yelton will be the 9th pitcher coming for the Warriors in this game.
Who's getting the loss on this one?
As there's a 3-1 count here to Blair.
And number 51 will get
And that one missing inside for ball 4. So he'll get to first base. And now also a new hitter coming in. That is number 39, Giuseppe Sedita. From Manhasset Hills, New York. So he'll step in for the first time in this game. The first pitch to him will fall in there for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch here. Gets him in there for the 0-2. So great first two pitches coming from Yelton. Payoff pitch. That one's hit up the middle, almost grabbed by Staten. As he'll try to reach it to third. And they'll call him out at third for the out.
Yeah, it's a hit and also an out.
Number 62.
So Blair will be out at third after the great throw coming from Churax.
They're way too excited.
Number 62. Evan. Harwood.
62.
So now stepping in is also a new batter. Number 6'2", Evan Harverluck. Stepping down for the first time in the game. So 3 new faces to start off this inning. First one to him, holds off from the breaker.
So, Grace, how many people are watching right now? Oh, my camera's dead. It's not saved. It's not saved in this one. It's saved in that one.
Well, then how am I supposed to know? How many?
That one missing outside as well. It's the 2-0 hitters count to Harverluck. Or Haverluck. Does get the call on that one, so it moves to 2-1. Would love to have a double play here in the inning.
I'm just curious how many
Of
people.
course, the mix cheated over just a little bit towards second base. That one can't find the zone. 3-1 is the count to Haverluck. That one rolled over, so we will see full count here. So you'd love to get the strikeout here if you're Yelton. We'd also love a double play to get out the inning. As that one falls out the zone, missing low for ball 4.
You have 16? 74. 74 people watching right now.
No. Number 62.
So now we do have a new hitter coming in. Number 16, Josh Schuler. A junior transferring from Calhoun Community College, who fouls his first pitch off that he sees. So 4 straight new hitters. And looking like we will see a few more.
I know, but that's what I'm saying is like.
As Adams Fawcett coming in for Love, who's on deck.
Oh, this is the perfect time to do the slide out.
Keep them in.
And we have a 1-1 count to Schuler. Now the 2-1. As that double play is still in question. He'll deliver. That one popped up the opposite way. And that will be out of play, unfortunately. But it will be a 2-2 count to Schuler.
Just hasn't been returned yet. Actually, let's go with hasn't been returned. Because I don't know if there's ever.
So 2-2 here. Love to get an out here. Pops it up. And caught by Truax out in center.
13. Is that what you got?
So they will get the out there to get the second out. And Sedita will move to third. And Haverluck will stay at first. Now Fauché will step in, or Fauchette.
Is it Fawcett?
He'll step in for the first time tonight. Watches the first one in there for ball 1. As that one's popped up, could be ending the inning. Truax can't see it. And that one will fall down, getting lost in the light.
Yeah. That was rough. Okay.
Truax just couldn't see it from the jump. And Staten having to race back, almost gets a grab on it.
Hey guys, it's the half the score of the 40-8 game.
Oh. I didn't give them an error because I think they lost it. They
So that one will clear the bases, though. So now score is 20-4. And now number 27, Perry Dyer, will be stepping in here, replacing Morel in the DH spot.
It's my dad's Canadian, so it's the French spelling.
It's EVA.
I know. It's weird.
Yeah, I know. Canadians, like, I'm half. Okay, I'm half.
First one to Dyer.
Ohio and
Doesn't find the zone. It's in there for ball 1.
27.
On deck is Partridge. He will be staying in the game.
Do I have him in? 27?
Only 2 players in the lineup from Limestone's initial starting lineup are left in the game. That one being Wyatt Stone and also Ben Partridge. As Dyer right now is in the 2-0. A good breaking ball does find the zone for strike 1.
See, if you were one of my student athletes, I would definitely give you a pronunciation.
That one fouled off.
Pronunciation guide. Because
So now it be 2-2.
she'd also give me one.
I would. I send. Look on the back of my roster. Where is it?
Do I have a pronunciation guide?
The CAG? No. Pronunciations, right?
Now 2-2 here, 2 outs. You'd love to see them get the strikeout here. As that one is grounded out, Statton's there. A throw is in time. They will get him at first base to end the inning. But not after they scratched 2 runs in the inning to make the score 20-4. As we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Warriors down to the last 6 outs here. They're needing everything to go their way here and then some. So we'll be right back for bottom of the 8th action here on Conference Carolina's digital network.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
What if there's a place for you where thinking and doing go hand in hand with innovation, where professors are more like mentors and guides, where generosity is contagious, and if you catch it, you just might change the world? This is it. Step into community, step into faith, step into life. Step into Southern Wesleyan University.
New hitter coming in here in the bottom of the 8th inning for the Warriors, replacing Marty Grizzo. That's number 40, Jack Dennison. Saw Dennison against King. Did come in and pitch a little bit. Didn't go very long, though. We do have a new pitcher coming in for the visiting Saints. It's number 47, Kyle Flynn. Flynn has a 0 ERA through 1 appearance and only has 1 walk, and that's all she wrote for him. He's making his 2nd appearance in the season. All right, he has a 1-1 count on Dennison. So a 1-1 count here to Dennison. They'll be in there for strike 2. And speaking of guys who we did see pitch against King, Christopher Hunn had an amazing game in the 7-game series where the Warriors did take that game in the series to even it to 1-1 and back them up with a 7-inning complete game with 6 strikeouts. And that performance earned him this week's McAllister's Athlete of the Week. Congratulations to Christopher Hunn on his performance and also the award that he received. As now Dennison is in the full count here, 3-2. Looking to get on base here. As he swings and fouls that one off, goes the opposite way with the inside pitch. As they'll get Dennison to swing and miss on that one, so he'll be down on strikes here for the first out. Now coming in is number 15, Connor Truax, who we see now in center field when the Warriors are in the field. Warriors having one out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Of course, being down to the last 5 outs. Being down by 16 as well. And he'll watch strike one come in, so even the count to 1-1 here. Trex is hitting 0 on the year, but looking for his first hit here. Almost gets it, put some good contact on it though. Tries to beat it out, almost gets there. Some good effort coming behind him. But unfortunately, he will be retired over at first base. And now the catcher, TJ Highsmith, has stayed in the game the entire time. And is over 2, but does have a walk. And after getting walk, he was responsible for one of the 4 runs that we have. As he watches the first one, a good eye from him. So 1-0 here. He's in control. We do have 2 outs here. As he flare one's out. Puts a good swing on it, just not in the right direction, just a little late on it. Would have really been a towering shot if he could get that one into play. But now in the 1-1. So the 1-1 here. To Highsmith, trying to get on base here. Just started 2-out rally. Breaking ball, good looking pitch there. Really seen it. That one kind of hung there. So if he sees it again, and probably can drive it somewhere. But here's the 1-2 pitch. Hits it up the middle, puts a good grab on it, and a quick 1-2-3 here for the Limestone Saints. So now when the Warriors come back, I mean, the top of the inning really doesn't mean anything here for the Saints. Already being up by 16, it really just matters when the Warriors come back in here for bottom of the 9th action. And when we see them again in the bottom of the 9th, they'll be Mix, Staten, and Shaver, who are the 8, 9, and then 1-hole hitters. But before we get to them, we got to go through at the top of the 9th inning. And we will see that when we come back. So getting back now here, top of the 9th inning. Been a long game so far. Almost done here. We want to thank you for joining us all the way through. And we do have a new pitcher here on the mound. A familiar face. It's number 25, Gage Shaver. He's put on a great performance so far. Had a great series against King. And looking to throw some seeds and start shoving here as we start out the bottom, or actually the top of the 9th inning. We do have a new hitter coming in here. I'll be number 20. Getting a name on him really quickly here. Trig Browning. So right now here in the 1-1, and that'll look like it might hit him. They'll say no. Right now on the 2-1 count. And he'll foul that one off to put it at a 2-2 count here with no outs. So 2-2 here to Browning. Tries to give him a chase on that breaker, but no good. And that one will be ball 4. So now the only remaining player from the starting lineup will be Wyatt Stone, the leadoff hitter. Still no outs for the Warriors here. Runner on first. Inside on Stone. No good. That'll be ball 1. Two-0 count here to Stone. That one does get in the zone here. Little dribbler. Trying him at first. No good. Everyone will be safe. That'll be a base hit. And so Jack Davis will be returning.
Triple play. Calling it right here.
That'd be exciting. Yeah, like losing 20-4 and then getting a triple.
Did strike out looking in his last at bat. Does watch strike 1 get in there. Breaking ball tries to go on the inside, but that'll be no good. So the 1-1 here to Davis. Good pitch puts it at 1-2 here from Shaver. So put away pitch here. Gets him to swing. Strikes him out for out number 1. So Blair back in. Made his first appearance in the 8th inning to lead off. Watches the first one in there for ball 1. Of course, now having 1 out, Warriors can get out of this inning with a double play here. And that one hit out to center field. Truex on the run, is under it. Almost gets a throw off. And now there will be 2 outs here.
Sorry, Thomas, no triple play for you.
No, number 39. He's subbing Sedita.
And now Sedita will be stepping in. Had a single in his last at-bat back in the 8th inning. Warriors just needing the 1 out here to go to the bottom of the 9th. Has a great pitch to start off there and strike 1. Shaver does come in with an 8.83 ERA, 0 for 2 through 8 appearances. That one's in the dirt. Good block from Highsmith. Does have a start to his name on the year. Has gone 17 1/3 innings. And teams hit .261 against him. A breaking ball. That one hits in there. So now the 1-2 count could end it here. One, two here. Goes opposite ways, stays alive. Shaver still trying to put him away here. 1-2 pitch delivers. Breaking ball tries to get him on the outside corner to chase, but no good. Counts at 2-2. Shaver being the 10th pitcher the Warriors have used as that one goes foul. So still at 2-2 here. Sedita is still alive. Hitting at anything close. Gets him a swing on that one on the inside. A great pitch coming from Shaver and just a great inning from him. So we'll get 2 strikeouts in that inning and we will go to the bottom of the 9th. Warriors having a lot of ground to cover in just 1 inning with 3 outs left to do it. As Mix will lead off, then Staten, and then back to the top with Shaver. Bottom of the ninth action. Here we come. Leading off here for the Warriors is number 1, Jackson Mix. But also a new pitcher in for Limestone, the guy who stayed in the game the entire time. That's number 8, Wyatt Stone. As Jackson Mix sends a screamer into the Warrior dugout. Didn't hit anyone, but if it did, it's good that our athletic trainer is in the dugout. He probably would have been the one getting hit, but probably knows how to heal himself. He's pretty good at his job, I'd say. As there's another foul ball. This one not so much in the dugout. As mixes down the 0-2 hole. Looks like it is Staten, then Shaver. Of course, Shaver was on the mound, so DH is killed. For that's the game for both teams, actually. If we do end up going to extra innings. And that will be a foul ball. So count stays at 0-2. So the 0-2 here, the Mix. Fouls another one off. So now the 0-2 here. Mix still trying to battle off. But they go and get him on that one for the strikeout. So Warriors now down to their last 2 outs. Luke Staten will step in. He'll be the 9-hole hitter. First pitch to him will be ball 1. A good eye coming from Staten. But that one does fall in there for strike 1. Now in the 1-1. It's a lot of ones up there on the board right now. So now it gets interrupted with ball number 2. So the 2-1 here to Staten is ahead in the count. Even more ahead now as that one misses in there for ball number 3. So a chance for Staten to get on here with ball 4 or even a base hit here. Would be absolutely fine with either. And that one will be ball 4. So Stat will get on base. And Gage Shaver, the pitcher, will now step up to the plate. Started off the game really good, 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Hadn't had much noise since then as grounded out to the pitch to the first baseman. I got there. He's grounded to the first baseman. Has passed 2 at bats. First pitch goes opposite way. A great hit coming from him. And so that'll be a stand-up double.
We're doing stuff, guys. 55. I don't have 55. No, it's 25 on second. Oh, okay. Oh, there. Just a second. For the Warriors, number 55, Weston Williman. Who? Weston Williman. No idea. Who should I?
So number 55, Weston Williman, will be stepping in here. His first at-bat of the game. First pitch is in there for ball one. Good eye from him.
After him, I say you take out 35 if they got someone else.
Good eye that bounces all the way to the backstop. And Luke Staten will come in to score. Off of the wild pitch. And Shaver will move to third. So Williman in the 2-0 count, hitters count here. Really not trying to force anything. Still with one out here. Being down by 15. That one does find the zone. Moves the count to 2-1. That'll get past Williman there to even the count at 2-2. Stone shakes off the call. Is set now. He'll deliver here. And gets him to swing on that one for a strikeout. Number 2 and out number 2. So now the Warriors down to their last out as Jonathan Overton steps in for the second time. Flew out in his first at bat. Back in the 7th inning. Has Shaver on third. Could keep alive this at bat. Does have some power on him. First pitch is in the dirt, but a good grab.
The umpire is like completely covering the capture on my shot. It's just him. Look at that.
That one inside almost gets a bit of him, but Gage Shaver will come across and score. After a great double. Warriors start cutting into the lead here. As Overton does have the hitter's count here with 2 outs. Wendorf on deck. That one elevated and in for the 3-0 count. So a 3-0 here, really not trying to risk anything. And that one will be ball 4. So Overton gets on. And Wendorf steps in. Grounded out in his first at bat. Back in the 7th inning. Really trying to keep alive the Warriors here in the bottom of the 9th. First pitch to Wendorf here. Misses low for ball 1. So that's 5 straight coming from Stone. That one missing high as well. That'll be 6 straight. Now to have a little meeting at the mound after 6 straight balls.
We got a new pitcher?
And it's looking like a new pitcher will be coming in. And that will end Stone's day. But also, Stone was the last person or last player in the Limestone lineup that was left since the starting lineup. It's now an entirely new lineup. And the new pitcher Coming in for Limestone is going to be number 33, Tyler Champagne. A shortstop and pitcher pitching this game. As you can tell, a freshman from Stanley, North Carolina. So, does have a fun name. A great one for baseball. Matter of fact, would probably look great on the back of a jersey. He'll be coming in now as Wendorf has the 2-0 count. They do have 2 outs here. So, of course, Champagne's coming in. Probably just trying to get them out of this game. Don't want to risk a Warriors comeback here. There is a bright side in this game for the Warriors. They've been hitting the ball very well in this game. Or at least much better than they usually do, having 8 hits in this game, almost getting that double-digit mark. And base running has been pretty good. As now everyone is ready here, and Wendorf will step back in the box. 2-0 count. Gives Overton a look. Overton with a decent lead. And first pitch to Wendorf is fouled off for the 2-1 count. Two 2-1 pitch gets him to swing. Overton thought that one was fouled off, but just a swing and a miss. So now 2-2 is the count here with 2 outs with number 22 up to bat. So deuces are pretty wild here. Two pitch coming here. They'll check his swing, and they will call him out. They'll say he went. So that strikeout will end the game. And so now with the final score of your Warriors falling 20-6. Of course, just that third inning really got to the Warriors, having a lot of errors and a lot of runs being scored and also a lot of walks. Of course, Warriors bat did show up a little bit, having 8 hits in that game, doing pretty good in that department. But Limestone having 14 in that game. So just doing even better. So Warriors will fall again. Just look at some of the records now. Warriors fall to 6-26 overall. And Limestone will now move over the 500 hump to 17-16. Still, this being a non-conference game, it's not really affecting anything in both their conferences. Limestone comes from the SAC conference. And also Southern Wesleyan, of course, in Conference Carolinas. So pretty much everything will stay the same there. But tomorrow on Conference Carolina's digital network, we do have a double header coming from our women's softball team. As we do have a conference matchup in the softball department, as they have a double header against Emmanuel tomorrow. So make sure you tune into that game. Of course, I'll be there for Game 2 of that doubleheader. And hopefully the Warriors can come out with a win. And not just one, but both games to better their conference record. And their hopes of making the conference tournament and hopefully bringing a conference championship to Southern Wesleyan in the softball program. So we thank you for joining us in this non-conference Southern Wesleyan baseball game. I've been Matt O'Banion, and good night.